Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is the last day I'm in Fiji. It's been an incredible trip. You can see behind me the beautiful coral coastline and the sunset starting to come in. Incredible resort, the Shangri-La here. I definitely will be back, and the service has been A+. The one thing I want to talk about right now, I was planning to do this video a little bit earlier because the sun was better and it started to get overcast, but it actually worked out very, very well that I'm doing it now because there's been a lot of changes in the market in the last 2 hours. The first thing that I want to talk about is the last couple of weeks I've learned a lot of things about trading. I've learned that the strategy that I was leading with earlier, which is buy, hold, don't react to the market, is one of the best, absolute best strategies you can use in this volatile market. And the reason being, with NEO as an example, I bought some at 20, I bought some at 25, I bought some at 30, and then it started to go on its way back down to 20. It started to go on, way back down to 20, and I sold it, I think, 31, and took a couple of hits, a couple of large hits in order to buy, to have some liquidity, to have some cash to be able to buy when it goes down. I didn't buy as much as I'd like to at 20 or 21 or $22 because I thought the dip was going to go further. And this is why the buy and hold strategy works so well, because you never know where the bottom is and you never know how deep the dip's going to go or when you should re-enter into the market, even when you are looking at charts. So I bought some, but I didn't buy enough. And then it went back to $32, and I didn't want to buy more because I thought that was going to be the new high. Keeping in mind, I liquidated probably 80% of my NEO at around the $28 mark, $27 mark, and I still hold a considerable amount, but I'd be holding a lot more right now. As of today, it's gone to $41 Australian, which is like 36 US, which means that not only would I be up right now, but I also wouldn't have taken a massive hit like I did in the last couple of weeks, because I was getting impatient. I wanted to make the profits now. I wanted to move on it quickly, and I actually went against my own logic, which is removing all emotion from it, because I was looking at it, I'm like, no, China's doing all of this stuff and China's freaking the whole market out, I need to pull it out. So I've got fiat capital sitting there in case it goes down again, and I didn't enter at the right time. So it's very important. Even I'm human, even I make mistakes, and more often than not, I make mistakes directly contradicting some of the things that I say. And it's only so many times that I make those mistakes before I learn, and I'm like, all right, there's no deviating from that plan ever. This is what you got to do every single time. So very, very important lesson. It's cost me a bit of money, but that money that it's cost me, although it's somewhat painful mentally, that money is going to be a reminder forever to always follow the strategy, the core strategy that I preach and that I'm following from now on. That's the first thing. The second thing, I've made some predictions today, and I wanted to make them on video to see if they come true. If they don't come true, then my predictions are, you know, what have you. They're just ideas that I might have. If they do come true, then I'm going to be focusing more on the fundamental analysis and less on the technical, which is kind of where I am right now, but I'd be putting more energy and effort into it, even more so. What that is I believe right now we've had between 5 and 50% pumps in the market across all different altcoins in the last 24 hours. Then previously there was another 5 to 50% across multiple alts the day before yesterday, or the day before today, I should say. So a lot of coins are at their all-time high. As of right now, Zcash is at almost $550 Australian, where it's been sitting down. It's gone up $162 just in today, where it's been sitting at 200, 220, 250 Australian for close to a month now. So in my opinion, there's a lot of artificial pumping happening right now, and it's gearing towards, there's this pump happening, the whole market pushing it right up. A lot of people are going to pull their money out, and I feel that it's going to come to a pretty good crash and a massive dip on the 30th of September, because that's when China has announced that all exchanges must close, as well as the bans on ICOs are solidified. And a lot of people have kind of talked, oh, this is what are China doing, like who do they think they are, like getting frustrated at it. there's very good reason behind this. Very, very good reason. And I've spoken to a lot of people, watched a lot of videos and read a lot of things, and the way that ICOs were being pitched in China were kind of next level bullshit. There was people coming in, there was an ICO for dentists, an ICO for water and for air and for all these different other commodities that aren't really requiring cryptocurrency to back them. And there was Chinese people talking to other Chinese people promising 1000+% returns in a week or a month and stuff like that. And it just got completely out of hand. Like completely out of hand. So China stepping in is actually a good thing. It's calmed the whole market down. It's calmed down a lot of these bullshit ICOs because there is heaps of them. I'm looking at a lot of different things in the marketplace, and I can look and see an ICO that looks very good on the outside, but as soon as you start to dig just a tiny little bit, you start to see how full of shit the directors or the teams are, and how they're really going nowhere fast, and you don't want to be investing in any of these. I saw one today that looked really good on the surface, and a little tiny dig, it showed me that there was a lot of bad going on behind the scenes. So that's it. I just wanted to give you a quick update. So potentially what I think is going to happen is the market is going to continue to grow for the next day or two. We're going to see a massive dip. Again, my advice here, this is my speculation, it's my ideas, it's my thoughts. It's not necessarily gospel, and it may not happen. So don't bet the house, don't make any silly decisions. This is purely my own speculation. And from there, I think we're going to have a massive dip. And then I think China is going to announce something where they partner directly with NEO, or NEO becomes the default currency to back the yuan. And then everything is going to go, well, NEO is going to go through the roof, potentially, and all of the other coins are going to come back and kind of settle finally after all of these weeks of up and down and up and down and up and down. So that's my hope. I've got some significant fiat just sitting there waiting for the dip. If the dip doesn't happen, I'll use that fiat for something else, but that's essentially my plan. As always, only invest what you're willing to lose. This is a very volatile market. Things can change in a matter of seconds, and I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know how this is going to pan out, but these are my thoughts. As always, I encourage any questions, comments below. Please like, subscribe, or share the video if you found it valuable. And there's still spots on my newsletter to grab the to be able to grab the arbitrage webinar. It's $1,000 for 12 months for the newsletter. You get the arbitrage webinar for free. If you do want to buy the arbitrage webinar on its own, it is $1,000. All the links for that are below. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.